All right, just gonna say hi to everyone again. Yeah, Pastor said he's never heard of the Listening Award, so I'll tell you a little bit about me. I really like sign language. I really like learning sign language. So, but I didn't want to teach the sign language on us, so I thought listening is close to it. And I talk a lot. If you've met me before, you know I talk a lot. I'm always singing. So I thought maybe I could talk about listening, something that I try to do more of. Now, before we start, I need to let you all know you need specific things. The first thing that you need is your Bible. So if you don't have your Bible, you need that. The second thing that you need, which is kind of two things, is a paper and a pen, because I might ask you different questions. So what I would like you to do, have a paper and pen in front of you ready, write it down, and then you hold it up. Then Pastor Dayan can read your feedback, okay?
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I ask you to put your hands up, I might not see you. It might take ages. So I'm going to give you about a second to run, and make sure you have your Bible and a paper and pen.
And as you
Okay?
are, and as you're going to get your Bibles and pens, remember as well that you can use a chat room and put your comments there. Let me remind everybody who is there that the worksheets are available for this. And what we're going to do as you are trying to get your paper and pen sorted, make sure that you download the worksheets as well, because Rumbi has produced it, and we're going to post the link right now in the room in case you didn't download it already. So if you are somebody who is with us for a little while, you would know this. Here, the worksheet is on the link which you just posted, which is youth.adventistchurch.org.uk. But of course, it's much easier to just click on the link, and I'm going to do the same thing for the Facebook as well. My friends, let me also remind you, if it's possible, before we continue, if you feel that somebody else can benefit from this award, make sure you share this post. So moms and dads, if you're able to share this post on your Facebook wall, that will really mean maybe to somebody there who doesn't even know that they can learn so much about listening today. So Rumbi, I think we are ready now.
Okay, yeah, like Pastor said, all the requirements will be covered in this slideshow, and all the requirements are on the page anyway, on the worksheet that I made. So it's not too difficult. I think you can all do it. So make an effort and tell your friends, as Pastor said, about it. Now, for the listening award, so as you can see on the slideshow, what I've got is a picture of an ear. Now, a lot of us hear, but there's some people that don't hear. And now, what I want to let you know about is that there are different ways to listen to people. Now, lots of times we're using our ears, but a lot of the time, sometimes we listen by looking at what other people are doing. For example, me, when I'm talking to other people, I might be reading their lips. I might be using my hands, like over there, over there. Some people, pastors in church, they like to explain themselves using their hands. We listen in different ways, but a lot of the time we focus on our ears, what we can hear. So this week, what I'd like to challenge you all to do is to kind of think about the different ways you listen or like understand to what other people are saying to you, particularly your parents. Now, first question is, why is it important to listen? So write it down in the comments or write down on your piece of paper. Why is it important to listen? Like, there's no right or wrong answer here. This is the only question that's not part of the curriculum. It's just something that I would like you to think about. So why is it important to listen?
Rumbi
What
said
answers have you
there is
got?
no right and wrong. So let's, Rumbi, I will try to feed the answers to you. At the moment, nobody is writing
Yeah.
anything. So question is, why is important to listen? Oh, to understand, to remember to do something. So getting information in. Okay. Usually,
Absolutely.
how to know, to receive knowledge, because it might be important. That's important. It shows respect. That's the reason why it's important to listen, so that you can say no. Wow. Okay. To understand them. This is like a true and brutal honesty of our adventurers, which we love so much.
Yeah.
To hear everything. That's right. Somebody says because God gave us the senses to hear and to receive, because it's polite. Um, it is important to listen because of safety, for understanding, to get correct information. Oh, it is also, they are mentioning, well, it's a skill as well. It's not always easy to listen. Well, I think that's covering a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we can go with that. Good manners as
yeah.
well.
Terrific answers, guys. Give yourself a pat on the back. You all had brilliant answers. Absolutely, it is very important to listen for all those different reasons. The one that stands out for me is so that we know what we're able to do. A key way in which we listen, a key reason why we listen is to understand. Like knowledge is power, so it helps us to be able to do lots of different things. Now, this is the first requirement on the honor thing, on the award thing, and it's memorize 2 Bible verses. So the first one is this. So on each screen, on the screen, what you can see is 5. Is it 5? Yes, it is 5 different pictures. Now each picture represents a word, and together the bunch of words make the Bible verse. So I want you to guess what the first word is. What is the first word? What is that picture telling us? What
Yep.
could that word be?
So it might take a long time to do this, Rumbi. But
Yep.
why not try? So first one is listen.
Yes, absolutely. The first one's listen. And the second one, what could that be?
And the second word, what can be that?
Well, it's a father and
And
a son.
son,
So it's, listen, my son, to your fathers. What do you think the pointing is, guys? If you were to think when someone points at you or someone points at something, what could that be? That could be an
direction.
yeah, correction. Kind of close past that. It's an instruction.
Instruction.
Yes. And when if you're talking to someone and they have their hands in their ears, what are they trying to do? They're trying to ignore you. Absolutely.
Wow, I'm on fire.
Fantastic, Pastor. And the fifth one is, who is that? It's a daughter and a
mom.
Yes, excellent, Pastor. So the first one is Proverbs 1 verse 8. Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Now, what could that mean? Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Now, I'll let you know what it means to me, but it's important for you all to talk to your parents about what it means. Talk to the people you live with, your grandma, your auntie, your foster carer, whoever you live with, about what this could mean. But what I understand from it is that we should listen to our parents. We shouldn't ignore them. Sometimes we ignore them by putting our hands in our ears. Other times we ignore them simply by not listening to the instructions, not obeying them. So it's important to listen to our parents. We shouldn't ignore the advice that we give them, even though sometimes it might be nagging us and it might be annoying. It's important for us to listen to them. Now, this is the second Bible verse. Pastor, you ready? Now, what could be the first picture?
All right, let's see, people. What is number 1?
What could it be? Anyone?
I think he's listening.
You think it's listening? Well, there's another word for listening. It begins with H. That's a clue, everyone. What could
hearing,
it be?
Hearing.
Hear, yes, excellent. And so this one is someone looking out, and they're doing what? They're paying
attention.
Yes, excellent, Pastor. They're focused. And the third picture is 2 girls, and they're like this. What do you think they're being? Are they being friendly or?
They're being very proud or?
Yes, excellent, Pastor. Arrogant is a word I've got.
Arrogant.
And the last one, what is it? It's a person doing what?
Communicating, talking, shouting,
yes.
loud.
Loud, excellent, well done. This is the second verse, everyone. Jeremiah 13 verse 15.
All right.
Clear and pay. So I've got it down and we're going through it, but what you have to do is to remember to memorize it. So I'm just flicking through it right now, but this is something for you to memorize. So it needs to stick in your brain, especially for your assessment, okay? It's important for you to memorize these verses. So this one, Jeremiah 13 verse 15, it says, "Hear and pay attention. Do not be arrogant, for the Lord has spoken." Now, what does this mean? What do you think it means. Now, I'll give you my understanding of it, but I would like you to think deep about what this could mean. Now, I want to, before I say what I think it means, I want to explain what the word arrogant means. Arrogant might be might not, it means you're proud, you're bossy, or you're not approachable, you're not that friendly. It might be you know those people in the playground that you want to play with, and then you say, can I play with you? And they're like, nope, you cried for. So it's saying, hear and pay attention, listen to instruction. Don't be the type of person. Has the Lord spoken right now this minute? I can't hear his voice, but in the Bible, the Lord has spoken. So there's loads of verses in the Bible where the Lord is speaking. The whole Bible is something for us to learn. It's the Lord speaking to us. So it's important for us to listen to the messages in the Bible and not be arrogant, or not be, not think we know it all, and try and understand and obey the instructions God gives us. Now, if that was clear, can I have a thumbs up? If it wasn't, can I have a thumbs down? Are we getting some thumbs? Well, you can ask questions at the end if that wasn't too clear, okay?
Rumbi, your internet connection was a little bit playing, so we missed a few words here and there, but we managed to get the gist. So it's right. It's all right. I have bad internet as well sometimes, so don't worry. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, next one. Right. Now, the next thing I'm going to... Oh, dear. The next thing we're going to talk about is a story about Samuel. This story is found in 1 Samuel 3. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to summarize it, but I'd like you to go and read it. Now, there are two main characters in the story. It's a boy called Samuel. His mom's name is Hannah. And there's a man called Eli, the priest. This man is old, he can't see clearly. He works in the temple of the Lord, and he's got two sons, okay? Two sons. So Samuel, his mom is Hannah. Eli, the priest, who has two sons who also help him out in the temple. And together they're all in the temple, except from Hannah. So Samuel, Eli, the priest, in the temple. Now, one day, Samuel was fast asleep, and so was Eli in his bedroom. And then Samuel heard a voice, Samuel. And then Samuel got up and he said, here I am. Except he didn't hear a response. So then he ran to Eli and he says, here I am, you called me. And then Eli's like, I didn't call you. Go back and lie down. Now, if you were Samuel, how would you feel? I'm sure I heard a voice, what was that? But Samuel, obedient Samuel, he went back to his bed and he lied down. And then as he's lying down again, he hears a voice. He hears, Samuel. And then what does he do? He runs to Eli and he says, here I am, you called me. And he says, are we there? Oh, I can't see. And then he says, let me see. Sorry, I can't see what he said. My my thing. It's on the slide, but I can't see it. I did not call my son. Lie down again.
It's all right.
Now at this time, Eli, God wasn't really speaking to the people. So it might be obvious to us that, God could have been calling to Samuel. But that didn't come to Samuel's mind at all. He was just thinking, is Eli calling me and I don't know what's going on? He was confused in himself. Is my laptop gonna work? Yep. Here I am. So the third time, this is number 3. Samuel, this is the third time. Samuel hears a voice, Samuel, Samuel. And then Samuel goes up to Eli. He's 100% sure this time. And he says to Eli, here I am, for you did call me. Samuel's 100% sure that he heard a voice. And what does Eli say to him? He says, go lie down, and it shall be, if he calls you, that you must say, speak, Lord, for your servant hears. So at this point, Eli is 100% sure. He's like, do you know what? Samuel's definitely hearing a voice. So I think it could be God. But at this time, Samuel didn't know. So this is what Eli tells Samuel to say. Do you think Samuel obeys? Absolutely, he does. God calls Samuel, and Samuel replies, "Speak, Lord, for your servant hears." Now, God has a lot to say to Samuel. So can anyone, I'm wondering if Pastor can unmute one of their mics. Can anyone read to me what the Lord spoke to Samuel? So what are the words on the screen? Is anyone able to read them?
All right. Okay. So let's find Chelsea. Are you able to read fast?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
See, I am about to do something in Israel that will make the ears of everyone who hear about it tingle.
Well done.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, absolutely excellent reading. So God says, I'm going to make the ears of everyone here about to tingle. What does tingle? Tingle's like a funny feeling in your ears. So what is God saying to Samuel? I'm going to give you a message that will shock, that will absolutely surprise the people in Israel. And what was this specific message? Now, remember earlier I told you that Eli had two sons. They also worked in the temple, but these sons were pretty naughty. They made bad decisions. Now, Eli, sometimes Eli didn't really tell his sons enough not to do what they were doing. So when people came to the temple, like how we go to church, we go for help. We ask, we want God to be close to us. We might confess our sins, tell God, ask God to forgive us for different things. People were going to the temple to get some help, and Eli's two sons, they weren't helping them. They were being mean, absolutely mean to them. So God's message to Samuel was that, your family will be punished. Eli's family is going to be punished because of what the sons did, and because Eli wasn't able to tell them off properly. Now, when Samuel heard what the Lord said, he was absolutely scared to tell Eli. He was absolutely terrified. He thought to himself, oh my days, if Eli hears this message, what's going to happen? Sometimes, are you ever scared to tell your friends a message? Like if the teacher tells you off, or if the teacher wants to tell your friend off, you don't want to tell them what the teacher said. Your heart might be beating a bit, your hands might start sweating, you're all nervous. So in the morning, Eli said to Samuel, Samuel, what did God say to you? Make sure you tell me everything. And do you guys think Samuel was honest with Eli? Do you? Well, he absolutely was. He was absolutely honest. He told Eli everything. He was like, yeah, God said your family's going to be punished. And you know what? Eli wasn't angry with him about it. He respected him for it. And from then on, God continued to speak to Samuel, and Samuel continued to tell everybody what God was telling him. Now, this is a lesson for us all. God can speak to me. He can speak to you, no matter how young or how old you are. God can speak to you and use you to tell people maybe what's going to happen in the future, to give people advice for all different reasons. No matter who you are, God can always speak to you. Right. So your homework is to reread. But so I just did a summary, but your homework is to read 1 Samuel 3 and answer the questions in the quiz in the worksheet that I made. Okay, so now we're going to go through the 7 principles of listening. 7 principles of listening. Now, the first one is listen to God. What do we have here in front of us? We have a Bible. A key way in being able to listen to God is through the Bible. Another way we can listen to God is the same way Samuel did in his God, well, I guess it's not the way Samuel did, but God can speak to us in dreams. Sometimes we can be dreaming and we might see something, or God might give us a specific message, like tomorrow I don't know, this might be a silly one, but tomorrow make pancakes. Like God might give us a specific message for a specific reason, and we should. Now the people, but especially now since most of us are young, God can speak to us through our parents. Like our parents can give us a specific message and tell us what to do, or maybe our friends can also tell us what to do, or maybe if we have older brothers and sisters, anyone has I've got two, how many brothers? I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. Sometimes they tell me what to do. Sometimes I think, this is a message from God. So that it's important for us to listen to God, and God can speak to us in many different ways. It's not just through the Bible, but through our friends and our family and our parents. And the third one that I said is through dreams. Okay, and the second one is always be ready to listen. Now, as you can see from the picture, we have how many ears? 2 ears and 1 mouth. Now, how many of us use our ears more than we use our mouth? Or are you all like me and use yap, 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 yap? Now, there's a Bible verse about it. It's James 1 verse 19. So, Pastor, could you find someone, whoever puts their hand up, to read James 1 verse 19?
James 1:19. It might take us a little bit of time to find it.
Yes.
Sipo, did you find it? Sipo, did you find it?
Yeah.
So again, repeat the Bible text, Rumbi, for James.
James 1 verse 19.
James 1.
Lost it.
He lost it.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
It's in the New Testament, on the right side of the Bible.
All right. Let me see who else is there who can read. Put the hand up so I can see. Okay. Okay, here it is. Are you able to read fast?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath.
Well done, excellent reading. Absolutely. Let every man be swift to hear. What does it mean to be swift? Be quick to hear. We should be quicker to listen than to speak, okay? So sometimes I'm having a conversation with someone and I'm anticipating, I'm excited to share with them a story, but I'm not really listening to what they have to say. Now, it's important for us to listen to what the other person is saying to us. It's kind, it's respectful, and with what they're saying, we might learn something and it might be very interesting. So that's a key thing, to be quick to listen and slow to speak. So don't jump to talk all the time. I was watching a movie the other day, and this lady, in this movie, this lady said to her daughters, do not speak unless you can improve the silence. Okay, it's a very big kind of phrase. It means a lot, but it means that only try and make sure whatever you say is going to help people. It's not just going to fill in time, not just to talk for the sake of talking, but whatever leaves your mouth is going to encourage others. So that was, what did she say in the film? Do not speak unless you can improve the silence. Now, the next one, number 3, be patient. This is a tricky one, isn't it? Waiting. Honestly, let me be honest with you guys. Sometimes I find it hard to listen when people talk slowly. It's something that I struggle with, absolutely. And sometimes we all struggle with different things. But it's important for us to be patient, to wait until the other person has finished talking and then we speak. Not just jump over them, or before our parents, if our parents oh my days, okay? And I give children instruction. So I say to them, when I have finished talking, I would like you to write your name on the piece of paper. And they don't wait until I've finished talking. That is not being patient. That's just like, just rushing. So what I need you all to do is to be patient.
Rumbi,
okay?
Yes. I have a friend by the name of Ben who said that if we have he says you have twice as many ears as you do mouths, so you should spend twice as much time listening than talking. And I think it's a very wise advice to all of us.
Is we all need to try to do that. Try and listen to Ben's advice. Now is it the 4th one? Yeah, it's the 4th one. Be obedient. Now, how many of us, like, for example, this is the classic one. You might be watching TV or playing on your iPad or doing something, and then your parent calls you. How many times does your parent have to call you? Do they call your name once? Are they like, I don't know what your name is. Let's see. Are they like Chelsea? Or do they have to say Chelsea 5 times?
Let's ask listeners, how many times parents have to call you to come? So a majority say once or twice. Okay, let's be honest. Once. Oh, there is a lot of obedient young. Oh, somebody said 5 times. Somebody said 3 times. That is a majority comments on Zoom. Let me figure out what a Facebook is saying. Some people are saying many times, at least 4. We have at least somebody said 100 times. They have to. Yeah. Well, moms and dads will not be happy to call you 100 times.
Oh dear. Thanks for your honesty, everyone. But it's important for us to be obedient. The first time that our parents call us, that's when we should answer, okay? Our parents should only have to call us once, no matter what we're doing. We shouldn't be like, this is a classic one. When they call you, Ben, I'm coming, and then we carry on doing what we're doing. Nah, that's not how it works. Now, the 5th one is be kind. Now, we can be kind in terms of listening to people's favorite food, being observant, like listening to what people would like as a present, or if we hear someone screaming and we think, oh no, what's happened, and we can run up to them and we can help them out. But it's also important for us to be kind in terms of being a listening role model. So by what you do, if you listen straight away. And the 6th one, we've got 2 more. We've got 7 together. The 6th one is be respectful. This goes back to what I was saying before.
Ruby,
instead of it, yes.
We just lost a little bit of connection on the last sentence on number 5. You said be a role model. You said, is that right?
Yes, I said be a listening role model.
Okay.
I said, which means that by you listening to instructions straight away, other people around you will copy you and also listen to instructions straight away.
All right, very good. Now we are ready for 6.
All right, number 6 is be respectful. So this goes back to what I was saying before about not cutting people off, letting people finish their sentence before starting to talk. Now, sometimes you're so eager to respond. I do it all the time. It's really, really bad, but it's something that we have to try to stop doing. And number 7, the last one, is be attentive. Sometimes when someone's talking, we don't look at them. We might look the other way, might not be focused, but it is important for us to give someone our attention, to look at them when they're talking to us, or just to focus on what they are listening. Okay, so now we've gone through the 7. Let's see who remembers what the first one is. Can anyone remember the first principle? Principle number 1.
Yeah, write it in comments. Let's quickly do that together. So what is the first of the 7 principles? This is going to help you fulfill your worksheet, and you are not far away from achieving. It says, listen to God. People are writing down.
Excellent, excellent. The second one, what is the second one, everyone?
Second, let's go for the second. Let's see how much you really listened to the listening award. Number 2, what is for number 2? People are okay. Always be ready to listen.
Excellent, well done. And number 3?
Okay, now let's go for number 3. There is always a few seconds latency. Oh, here it is. He says they're saying be patient. Write it in comments.
Yep, number 4.
Number 4. We hope. Oh, people are on a roll. People are writing be obedient.
Yes, number 5.
Oh, let me just see number 5. Number 5, somebody says that we need to be kind. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, number 6.
Number 6. What is number 6? Let's hear people. Write in the comment for number 6. What is number 6? People are mentioning a very important word, be respectful.
Excellent. And the last one, number 7.
Number 7. Who is going to give us the first? Oh, he comes. And the first answer is be attentive. Be attentive.
Excellent. Well done, everyone. Give yourself a pat on the back. Great listening. So those are the 7 principles of listening. For anyone that didn't know, this is a recap. First one, listen to God. Second one, always be ready to listen. Third one, be patient. Fourth one, be obedient straight away, guys, straight away. The fifth one, be kind. 6, be respectful. This is 6 in sign language. And 7, be attentive. These, I hope you all will be living out these principles. So I don't do this award just so I can tell you information and so that you can get a patch on your sash, but I tell you it so that you can live it out. So tomorrow I would like to see changes in your life. I'm gonna listen straight away, okay? I would be very excited to hear about any changes that you make in your life.
So
Now,
in other words, for parents which wrote in the chat rooms saying that they have to call the kids a million times, we are hoping that this award will help you as a parent, as the adventurer as well, so that when adventurer call you mom and dad, you don't say I'm coming and come half an hour later, but you come as well. So this is all beneficial, not just spiritually, but for the good health of family as well.
Absolutely. Now, the second thing, the craft that we have is a listening craft. So I made mine earlier. So what you need is 2 plastic cups. 2 plastic cups like this, or any kind of plastic cup that you need, and string. Absolutely, it can be a lot as long or as short as you want. It can be this long or very long. So what you do, you put a hole here. Can you see this in the plastic cup? Put a hole at the bottom, and you put your string inside, and then you tie a knot like I did earlier, and it should be like this. It's not going to break out. And then you get your other cup. You put a hole there and you do the same thing, and then ta-da, you have one of this. And what you do right now, my niece and nephews aren't here. I don't have many children in this house. So I've got a nephew. He's 3. He's one, so he can't play with me, but maybe you guys, if you have siblings or your mom and dad will play with you, can do it. So one person talks, hello, hello, and the other person listens, like here. So if I was to have a friend, hello, you can put this is laughing at me. You can make your string so long that you can be in different rooms and you can talk to each other through it. And you can share secrets if you want. Hopefully no one else will hear. Okay?
So this is the craft for our adventurers. As usual, we ask you to send us pictures of your crafts. So what Rumbi said is what we want you to make. On the other hand, also, we would like to ask you to decorate your cups as well. May that be the coolest phone ever. Or if you want to make sure that you look really cool, you can pretend that you're in one country. If you put a hat or whatever it is and make like we're calling somebody from Mexico. Somebody else, please send us photos. We would love to see your craft. And also, we would like to know how long was the string, if you can measure it for us. We want to see who had the longest plastic cup conversation of all. So the email is we're going to be posted in the chat rooms. Everybody, please send it to Pastor Dan. And my email is Dan, which is DEJAN @adventist.uk. I will write down in the chat room so that you know that. So make sure you send us photos. We publish photos on Wednesday, so make sure it's before that.
Yeah, like Pastor said, don't let your telephone be as boring as mine, just like 2 plastic cups. You can decorate it and all of that. I don't really have anyone to play with here, so yeah, mine's a bit boring. But yeah, make sure yours has lots of color and all those kind of things. And that should be for a fun game to play. And the next thing that I have is a listening game. Okay, so this one you'll all have to definitely put your hands up. Now, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do, I want you to listen by reading my lips. So you're not going to hear anything that I'm going to say, but you need to read my lips and you have to guess which animal it is, okay? You have to read my lips.
Is it possible that we can stop sharing the screen so we can see your lips a little bit better?
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
That way we will have you in slightly larger version. Oh, excellent stuff. Here it is. Speak of you,
Okay.
Rumbi, we are ready for you to do this.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, so the first, you have to guess which animal it is. So put your hands up or whatever if you know which animal I just did. I'll do it one more time.
For everybody who's watching, this is not a glitch on the internet, which we had before. This is Rumbi really trying to tell you with her mouth without making noise. So do it again, Rumbi.
Okay, I'll do it again.
All right.
Can you guess which animal it is?
Which animal was that? Give me a second. Participants, I do apologize, everybody, public. Here it is. We are ready now for your comments. Post it in your chat. Oh, somebody wrote down. Okay. Dog is the.
Yes, absolutely, dog.
Somebody wrote tiger and donkey. So, but we still love you guys. It doesn't matter. I love donkey.
So I'll do the second one now. The second animal. I want you to guess. You need to read my lips again. Okay. I'll do it in 3, 2, 1. So can you guess what that is? I'll do it one more time.
Oh, Rumbi, we are just waiting for the signal to arrive on the Facebook as well. Everybody is anonymous on this, and they're writing elephant.
Wow. Yes, absolutely. Well done. Pat on the back, everyone. Now, what I'm gonna do the sign language of an animal, and I want you to see if.
We lost the connection again, Rumbi. Sorry about that.
If you can you hear me now, Pastor?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Let's try it again.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do it with sign language. Okay. So you have to guess which animal this is by sign language. So I'll make sure you can see me. Which animal is this?
All right. Let's see that. Okay. So we have I'm just waiting for the people on Facebook to have a chance to. So it's a lot of comments. many people said it's a chicken.
Yes, it's a chicken. It is a chicken.
So whoever wrote monkey and duck and other stuff, you were not too far away because I had feeling that maybe it could be something else as well. Okay. Rumbi, we had a little glitch on the internet. Now we are ready for the second one.
Okay, this is going to be sign language again. This is the last sign language one. Here it is. What is this? What animal is this?
All right, what animal is this? I'm just doing it in case if the internet glitches. We don't want you to think that some animals have glitches. What is this, people? Let's do this. So everybody in a meeting, let me just see it. Okay. All right, let me just see. Okay, so many people. Okay, oh, this is becoming some people are saying fish or snake.
And it is a fish. So if you said fish, put your hand by your back.
It's very good. So let me, yeah, it is fish. Despite this could be some snake as well, I guess. But that's right.
Yeah. Okay. Now the next thing that I have for you, I have a recording of an animal. So you have to kind of guess which one it is. So you have to listen attentively. Okay, I'm gonna press play now. What animal can you hear?
All right, we heard a sound clearly. At least I did. And so.
Which animal could you hear? Which animal was it?
People are saying all together, it is bird.
Absolutely, it is a bird. Well done, everyone. And this is the last one that I'm going to do. Actually, I'll skip that one. So the next one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hum, okay, a song. And I would like you to guess which song it is, okay? I'm going to hum a song. Are you guys ready?
We are ready.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll start humming now.
It's going good. You did that so well. We will just have that. We're gonna start a humming show after this. We have here comments coming in, and you'll be shocked. But they're all saying that Jesus is my best friend.
Absolutely. Well done, everyone. Okay, this is the last song that I'm gonna hum. Should I actually ask you, Pastor, do you think I should make it a hard one or an easy one? Easy,
I think you should make it really hard because our adventures are just killing your test at the moment. So make it hard because they can do it better than this.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try.
I think
my humming voice is great.
I should have just kept quiet so you can hum. So let me just tell you, everybody is anonymous on this one. They're saying, I know it in Spanish, but not in English. That's all right. But everybody who's know it in English is to God be the glory.
Amen. Absolutely. That is a song. So everyone, give yourself a round of applause for taking part in our listening game. Excellent listening. You were listening with your eyes. You were also listening with your ears. Now you see the power of lip reading. Lip reading. A lot of people who can't actually hear depend on us to read on lip reading, and they depend on sign language and are able to listen and understand. A lot of us have the privilege of being able to hear what other people are saying as well as see. So let's not take that for granted and always respond, be respectful, and implement the 7 principles of listening. Now we've come to the end. I hope you all learned a lot. Remember to do the worksheet. Remember to make your listening your listening craft, decorate it. You don't have to make this one. If there's a more exciting one like a maraca, a shaker that you want to make, absolutely go ahead and make it. I hope you all had a terrific time. I've absolutely loved doing this, and I hope you all have a happy Sabbath.
Thank you so much, Rumbi. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. We want to say a big thank you to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask everybody to just give a big clap to Rumbi as I unmute everybody. So let's give a clap, guys. Yeah, okay, I'm coming. Here it is. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you.